Welcome to another week of Making Things to Make It Through. We have got some new subscribers today, so I'm excited to welcome you guys to our channel again, and hopefully we make another video that's interesting to watch. So this video, I'm going to be making a bookmark, a leather magnetic bookmark, and I'm really excited to use these new leather knives that I got, because as you just saw in the previous scene, my old X-Acto blade broke on me when I was making my last project. So these are a lot more firm, and hopefully I can put them through the ringer and see how they work. So with this, I'm just grabbing some black leather I had laying around, and I grabbed a circular fidget toy, and what I'm doing is I'm just cutting out circles from that, and you'll see how that kind of comes together. So I cut out two separate circles, and now I'm cutting out kind of the mold and the shape of the bookmark itself. So the bookmark is pretty simple. It's two magnets enclosed in the leather that kind of magnetize over the page that you're trying to save. So here I'm just using all the different tools. There's no specific mold for this. I'm sure you can find one online or something. But I'm kind of just using what I have around the house, which means if you guys want to make this, you are more than welcome to kind of freestyle it like I am. So there's a lot of different parts of this video that I'm going to speed up because it's not super interesting to watch me sand for 20 minutes, because sanding takes a long time. So what I'll do in this video is I'll speed up the parts that I feel like you don't need to see in real time. So as you can see, I'm kind of just using that little fidget spinner to cut out those circular shapes, and then that curve that I have connecting them, I'm just slowly kind of cutting that out. And I'm not using anything other than my somewhat steady hand, or a very good thing that I did not go into surgery or something like that, because I do not have a very steady hand. But you can see I'm kind of speeding this up. I'm just kind of cutting that out in a rough way, because when we sand it, it's going to shave it down a little bit more. So once we get that shape kind of cut out like that, I'm just going to clean up the edges, just make sure that it's relatively even on both sides, and then here comes the gluing part. So this is a pretty simple process. I'm just going to glue those little separate circles that I cut out onto this connected kind of double circle. And I'm just doing the edges because the magnet I'm going to put in there is going to have to sit in the middle of that circle that I'm gluing on there. So I'm just doing the edges, kind of the outside edges. And I'm leaving one side, you can see, because that's where I'm going to slide the magnet in. So I'm just going to let that dry, put a book on it. Here's a look into those magnets. They're pretty strong. And I just got to make sure that I'm punching the holes so that when I sew it together that it's big enough that it will fit those magnets in it. So I'm speeding this up along too. You can kind of see I'm just punching holes in there so I can get it. You can see that I have it on both sides. So now I'm going to get those magnets, and this kind of is a challenging part because I did myself not a very good favor, and it's not very loose in there. So I really got to work at it. So I sped this up for sure because it took me like 20 minutes to kind of, get that magnet shoved up in there. So here is where I am saddle stitching it. If you want to learn how to saddle stitch, I posted a video. I will link it right here on this video so that you can reference that. But I'm going to speed this up. If you want to learn a little bit more, click on that video and watch that one. So you can see I'm going to burn the one side like always. And here you can see kind of the rough look of it. I really like this black leather with kind of the orange reddish thread that I used. And you can see it's kind of coming together. The magnets are magnetizing great. And then we bring in the big guns so we can kind of smooth those edges, and also any of that glue that seeped out. We can kind of just lightly sand that off. So I really like using this Dremel tool because it kind of just speeds up the whole sanding process. This is the process I am going to speed as quickly as possible. I don't like sanding. You guys don't like watching sanding, and that's kind of where we're at. So I'm going to just kind of speed through that, and we can see And then I'm going to get that little edge tool where I'm going to edge the corners and kind of clean it up just a little bit. This is always my most satisfying part when I'm making these things. I just like how it feels to kind of, get these little shavings off, and it makes it look so much cleaner. So once I get that cleaned up, then I'm going to put some trusty Tokonol on it. I've used that in a bunch of videos. That's kind of the burnishing polish that you put on the edges once you've sanded it. So once that's a little dry, then I get the burnishing tool and I just kind of use friction to kind of heat it up and rub it in. And that's how we kind of get those glossy edges that I'll show you here in a second. And then I'm trying something new this time. I actually saw online that you can get a lighter and just kind of get it hot, and that will kind of seal that Tokonol on there a little bit more. And I found that it worked pretty good. It worked better than I was thinking it was going to. So I'm just kind of using the lighter to kind of heat up those edges. I don't want to burn it, so I don't hold it there for super long, but I keep it moving, and we're starting to get those glossy edges. So you can see here, this is the finished product. I left the cleaner side, like always, on the outside of the bookmark, but you can see that it magnetizes on both sides, so you can put a page in there and kind of save your spot in the book. I'm a big reader, so this has been super helpful for me. And this is making things to make it through. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more, and comment down below. A lot of people like fishing content. A lot of people like this leatherworking. Comment down below what you'd like to see in future videos. Thank you so much, and have a great week.